Hello lovely people, my name is Emma and today I'm doing my March and April bullet journal flip through. So we're back, we've got March open, we're back on the dinosaur blanket, and for March it was kind of tropical slash Hawaiian plants and flowers. There are no flowers on this particular spread here, but you'll see as we go through that a kind of motif emerged. I hadn't actually decided on a colour scheme when I first started this, and it sort of emerged as I was doing things, which I really enjoyed. So we've got our cover page here, and then we go for a monthly spread, nice and simple. Look how busy it was. Do you remember when things were busy? Not that half of this stuff happened down here, of course. So yeah, these are the Hawaiian flowers that definitely featured again, and I really enjoyed this pink and then the couple of shades of like orange and yellow that became the standard theme. Tried something a bit different here with a few boxes and things. I didn't actually like this. I thought it was really cramped and it was very difficult to fit a lot of the stuff in that I wanted, so this I won't do again, but it was nice to experiment. Then we have some book journals, playing around with stuff being down the middle, and I just did this 3 times over with 3 different loops of the colour patterns of like what was the inside colour and the outside colour, nice and simple. This was a spread that, as you can see, I clearly haven't finished. It was an idea for a readathon that I had that I may come back to at some point in life. It's Dino-a-thon, but I haven't actually decided if I want to bother hosting this or not. So this was more just kind of doodling at work because I was bored. Then we have some of my classic just to-do lists, nice and simple. I really enjoyed it, again, going a lot more doodly on this one. We keep going, we had another more, we're playing around with some cutouts and things. These were quite fun. I might do some more cutout stuff again. And then again I decided that this look I really liked, so I did that again, and I think, yeah, similar kind of idea this time going across. Then I realised that this was when we started to go into lockdown, and obviously like work ceased to be an important or like something that I needed to be doing because I have been furloughed since basically the beginning of lockdown. So I had a spare page and I just decided to do a bunch of doodles. I actually did this at work on one of the last kind of days that we were running games, when I knew full well that I wasn't going to use up all of the space that I'd left free for March, so I just decided to do a big doodle whilst running some of the escape room games, and I actually really like it. I think it's really pretty. It's the kind of thing that almost would work quite well as like a I kind of want this print on a dress or as like a feature wall in a room or something. I think it works fantastically. Then we have April. Yes, I know it says March +1. Yes, I screwed up when I was doing it and I couldn't be bothered to work out how to get rid of it. This is actually April, and as you can see, April's theme is koi carp and ponds. So we've got some big boys here with Just Keep Swimming, and then my cover page. A lot of this has been inspired by things on Instagram and stuff like that. You know, a lot of my ideas aren't particularly original. So we've got the April, which are much emptier, as you can see, month, but it was quite nice to still have this and to put in kind of calls and things like that for a sense of normalcy. Then we have the book journal, and I'll warn you now that April is very booktube heavy because, let's face it, I wasn't doing anything else. Decided to do a Dutch door with the little pebbles being the line down the side. I thought that was really cute and really good fun. Then we have my video trackers, classic. I did a much bigger space for video ideas and things like that. We're continuing with the scheduled and actual idea that I think I introduced in maybe February, because I like to plan out my ideas, but then things definitely do move around, so I like an accurate reflection of what my posting content has actually been. The Owls readathon was indeed in April, so I had one TBR, which then, because I did this before we went into lockdown and I didn't realise how much time I was going to have on my hands, I actually redid it, which you'll see here, but there was like a little get it done space in the middle here, but then I decided to redo my house. I also just kind of generally prefer this design. I think it's brighter and more fun, and so you can see where I've coloured in when I read a book for each box. I did complete all of them. You'll know that if you've seen my numerous wrap-ups. Realising just how much I was reading in April, we added in another book journal page. Yes, I did do that slightly on the wrong page, this time with the lily pads being the line. I really like these Dutch doors, but with an interesting design down the side, but they take forever to do because you have to make sure that they line up properly so that you can't see them on either side, and that one takes a century. Then we have, so I hosted or I'm actually in the middle of hosting at time of filming Springathon, which is a nature writing themed readathon. I'm sure you know about it if you're on my channel for a bit, but I knew that I wanted to put out a lot of content for it, so I decided to put together a bit of a to-do listing and like video trackers for it, because this completely changed the later half of the month for what kind of content I was planning on putting out, and I put out a bunch of videos, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't double up on any of the books or things. Then we have an actual April TBR, because I realised that I was reading so much and had so many additional things on there that I wanted it all in one place, separate to the Owls. As you can see, there are still quite a few gaps, because basically I kind of went quite off-piste off my April TBR towards the end of the month. I just sort of started reading random stuff more than anything else, and the top ones are primarily books for the Bookshoe Prize, of which I'm not doing too badly. I've read 4 out of 6 so far, so you'll find out about that at the beginning of June. Then some favourites video planning, again just putting out a lot of content, so a lot of space for notes and things like that. I like to do this so I can keep track of everything. And then the final one was a continuation of the book journal, because I ran out of space, and you'll know if you saw my April wrap up, I just rolled the first 3 days of May into April, because I wanted to then have a clean slate for Springathon. So this is this one here, and this says that this is the end of April. I really liked the koi carp theme. I thought it was very pretty and very easy to make it look like one kind of continuous sort of theme, and I also really liked the colour schemes for March. I think that both of them helped to keep that continuation, and I've been enjoying making sure that I still use my bullet journal even though we're in lockdown, and obviously the stuff I'm tracking is very different, because I find it very helpful to try and keep a sense of normalcy. So we are in May now. I'm obviously not going to show you too much, but I will give you a sneak peek. It is indeed houseplant themed. Look how cute they are. I love them. I'm enjoying this theme so much. So sneak peek for that one. There we go. So that's it from me. Have a wonderful reading week, and I will chat to you soon, guys. Bye.